Fresh updates are coming in as new visuals show key arrivals taking place in Islamabad, where extremely important international talks are now underway. U.S. Vice President J.D. Vance has officially landed in the Pakistani capital. He's joining Iranian negotiators for what experts are calling one of the highest-level meetings between the United States and Iran in decades. This comes at a critical time, as tensions in the region have remained high during an ongoing 6-week conflict. At the same time, former U.S. President Donald Trump has stated that American forces are actively working to secure the Strait of Hormuz, which is one of the most important oil routes in the world. Any disruption in this area can impact global energy supply and prices. U.S. Central Command has also confirmed that naval destroyers recently passed through the strait to remove sea mines. These mines were reportedly placed by Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Corps, raising serious concerns about maritime safety and international trade. Meanwhile, reports suggest that negotiations are not only continuing but may expand into multiple rounds. Sources close to the discussions indicate that another session could take place either later tonight or very soon. In fact, these talks are expected to continue late into the night, showing how serious both sides are about reaching some kind of understanding. Experts say that this level of continuous engagement is actually a positive sign. In past negotiations, meetings were often short and spread out over weeks with little progress, but this time both sides appear to be more patient and willing to spend longer hours at the table, which could indicate real momentum. There are also signs that, unlike previous indirect talks, some level of direct communication may be happening between U.S. and Iranian officials. This is significant because direct dialogue can speed up decision-making and reduce misunderstandings. When it comes to demands, Iran has publicly called for several things, including access to frozen financial assets, economic relief, and a stronger role in controlling the Strait of Hormuz. They have also pushed for a wider ceasefire across the region, including areas like Lebanon. However, analysts caution that public statements often differ from what is actually discussed behind closed doors. In real negotiations, both sides usually show more flexibility than they do in front of the media. From Iran's perspective, one of the biggest priorities is economic recovery. After months of conflict and pressure, rebuilding their economy and reconnecting with global markets is critical. They may seek sanctions relief, financial compensation, or other economic benefits as part of any agreement. On the other hand, the United States is mainly focused on stopping further escalation, ensuring freedom of navigation through the Strait of Hormuz, and preventing another phase of conflict are likely top priorities. There may also be discussions related to Iran's nuclear program, although details remain unclear. Another important factor is the involvement of other global powers. Countries in Europe, along with nations like China, are closely watching these developments. Many of them are pushing for de-escalation, as a prolonged conflict could have serious global consequences. At the same time, the situation remains very complex. The conflict is not limited to just two countries. It is spread across multiple regions, involving different groups and alliances, making negotiations much more difficult. Still, the fact that negotiations are continuing and possibly moving into multiple rounds is being seen as a hopeful sign. It suggests that both sides understand the risks of failure and are at least willing to explore possible solutions. For now, the world is closely watching Islamabad, where these critical discussions are taking place. The coming hours and days could play a major role in shaping the future of the region.